I mean, right off the bat, you can see a lot of benefits. Having that standardized kind of process to share within your team, having that standardized documentation that can be referenced later. There's a lot of huge advantages within the pharmacy walls. But I'm going to play devil's advocate here and be every pharmacy out there right now and say, I want to get paid for what I'm doing. Why would I do extra work? That sounds like doing more when I'm not getting paid for it. I'll start doing it when I get, when I can get paid for it.
Sure. I mean, I guess the easy part about that is we all know that's not going to happen. Like if you don't do the work and you don't prove that you're doing the work, no one will ever pay you. So in that scenario, the answer is, okay, cool. Then you're never going to get paid to do it.
Right.
And if that's the answer, independent pharmacy will be in a lot of trouble, right? Logistically, no one can compete with the Walmarts and the Amazons and getting packages to you fast, cheap, and next day, right? You also don't own 9,000 pharmacies, a PBM, and a health plan. So you can't control reimbursements and you can't control all these other things. So I'll do clinical services when I get paid for them. What you're really saying is I hope that the other 20,000 pharmacies that are independent in this country do that and you can tag along.
Yeah.
Because if too many people say, I'm not going to do this until I get paid, then nobody's going to get paid for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to, ask payment anywhere, especially, in the medical arena where everything is standardized and coded for, ask to be paid for services that are not documented and, coded. Well, so,
and for probably worse, pharmacy has built a reputation of being immediately accessible and free. And that's the perception, right? Like you would never walk into your doctor's office on a random Tuesday at 2:00 in the afternoon and say, hey doc, what's going on with this? And show him your arm, right? Never happened.
Right.
Not for free anyway. And so pharmacy has this perception of quick, available, and free. In order to change that perception, you have to do something different. And part of that difference is being able to document what you've done and then measure the success of what that means, right? You may still not necessarily charge patients to come in and talk to them about, smoking cessation or whatever else, but you should be able to prove to their payers that that service is worth a lot of money, right? Smoking cessation, paying a pharmacist is infinitesimally small compared to treatment for lung cancer, right? And so if you can measure that and report all of that back to a payer on a bigger scale, and that's been a big problem for independent pharmacy for a long time, is when Bob's Pharmacy goes to talk to the payer down the road and says, hey, when your patients come to me, they get better. And the payer says, I believe you, that's great. You can serve 1,500 of my 200,000 patients. It's not scalable, right?
Right.
So what, a group of pharmacies that use Pioneer and care planning, or, now even Red Sale and care planning, you can go to a payer and say 10,000 pharmacies that can serve, 150 million Americans can do these things and do them well, and they're worth X dollars. That changes the game, right? And you just can't have people saying, I'm going to opt out and I'll do this when I get paid. Yeah. We have to change people's minds and perceptions of what pharmacy is.